So with Real Madrid's high standards, there always comes players who don't match up to the standards. It can even be great players that are known as legends. So for this video, we are going to be looking at all the most disappointing players from each season from 2015 straight to 2023. We have to start off with Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, if you didn't know, that was the year in which he was being a selfish player. And he came from a very amazing season. And then the next season, I don't know what his plan was. Maybe it was to be selfish, we don't know. Many players were complaining about him because he would be in front of goal. There would be a player next to him where he can pass to them and they can score, and he just doesn't pass. With Bale, 29 goals and assists is insane numbers, and to say that's disappointing is crazy. He could have helped the team way much more if he just passed at the times he's supposed to, and he used to get compared with Ronaldo. Ronaldo, the thing about him, he would score goals but he would still pass when it's the right moment. And that's why I'm going to put him to most disappointing player of 2015. 2016, you will probably think I'm delusional, but 2016 belongs to James Rodriguez, a player who had also a very good season in the previous year. He didn't regress as a player, but he did regress at the end of the season due to him not playing. And the sole reason for that is Zinedine Zidane, who decided to drop him and place Casemiro in his position, but also put him at CDM, which means that James would have to sit on the bench. But 18 goals and assists for that season is insane numbers. He fell off not due to his own mistakes, but due to Zidane's vision for the club. And in 2017, it's a recurring player, Gareth Bale, is yet again on the list. Why is on the list? Well, first of all, he lost his place to Isco, and then he dropped a terrible season. 15 goals and assists for a player of his caliber, that's insane. But Zidane, similar to James Rodriguez, Zidane dropped Bale to put Isco in his position, but also put Isco behind Benzema and Cristiano. And this worked magic. We won 2 Champions Leagues after 2016 with this system. 2018, where most of the signings that were made by Zidane, all of them turned out to not be good. Well, not turned out to not be good, they were investments for the future, but in their first seasons were terrible. Marcus Llorente, Theo Hernandez, Dani Ceballos, and my focus is going to be on Dani Ceballos because he was the hottest prospect coming from Real Betis and being the star player at Betis, being 19 years of age, making a move to Real Madrid. We had high expectations for him. Unfortunately, Zidane did not play him that much, and therefore 2 goals in 22 appearances. It's not very good, but you have to also take into account those 22 appearances were bench appearances. But Ceballos, to me, he was the most disappointing player of the season. I expected more from him because there was a lot of hype around his signing. Teams like Barcelona and Atletico wanted this guy. So when he came to Real Madrid, we expected him to be good, and he wasn't. 2019, this is a very easy one because Cristiano had left the club. The replacement will make you laugh. Mariano Diaz was the replacement for Cristiano. He took the number 7 jersey and pulled off one of the worst seasons I've ever seen, pulling off 4 goals in 22 appearances. We did not expect Cristiano levels, but he was just poor, genuinely. And if you remember, that season he was a meme for missing his kicks so many times. In 2020, unfortunately, it was the unexpected bad season of Eden Hazard, which due to injuries, it hindered his season. But 8 goals and assists in 22 appearances was actually good. It was decent. Yes, he was way better at Chelsea. The injuries just hindered Hazard so much. He could have been so much more wearing that number 7 jersey. At the time, people were saying number 7 jersey curse. Well, it looked as though that was the case. 2021. This one is a very easy one. It's Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr.'s 2021 was one of his worst. 13 goals and assists in 49 appearances. And he was a meme. People were memeing Vinny, saying that he's a flop, saying Ansu Fati is better than him. And yes, Ansu Fati was better than him. That is something crazy to say in today's age. But Vinny, since that season, I don't know what happened to him, but he changed. The next season, he was a beast. So with Vinny, sure it was a poor season. He was disappointing and probably the worst player. I would say he was even worse than Hazard. And he flipped it all around, turned on the switch, and now he's one of the best players in the world. And in 2022, I have to go with Isco. With Isco, yes, he was an older player, but I expected more from him because this was his fall off season, in case you did not know. Of course, he's doing amazing at Betis, but Isco had only 17 appearances and 2 goals for the entire year. Unfortunately, he was never the same player. It was sad watching. He was just slow. He seemed like a retired player. That's how he was playing. Of course now, as I said, he's back in form and he's doing well by Betis. And lastly, 2023, it has to be Eden Hazard. For a different case, because yes, he got injured again and it ruined his season yet again. This was his last season for the club. We expected in the beginning of the season, he said that he would deliver for Real Madrid, that he would play better and he would give his all. And unfortunately, it just did not happen. Hazard had probably his worst season of his entire career because he only had 3 goals and assists in 10 games. Yes, that's very little matches that he played, but as how he started the season when he played against Celtic, we thought this is Hazard reborn. And then he fell off again. And those are the most disappointing players from 2015 to 2023. But if you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe.